Okay, first off, credit to Maryland, good win for Maryland and Buzz. Secondly, regarding us, we had some opportunities there just to kind of pull away when we were up 6 or 7 multiple times, and it was a fast break, missing a fast break or missing some open shots, and and then I just felt we got, towards the end there, our numbers caught up to us. Not having the size that we needed inside there. I felt the zone gave us some good minutes and was good for us. But I felt offensively, obviously missing some open shots that we had some looks at, and we just haven't shot the 3-point shot well this year, which has been really disappointing because I know we're a good shooting team. 6 games in, it hasn't been that way, but I do believe we're at some point we're due for a breakout on that from 3-point shooting. Jacob, I was putting him in the starting lineup, wrote his name on the board, and they came and told me he wasn't able to play because of his calf. So I was like, man, just another thing with an injury. So right as we were about to tip off, I had to make a change. We put Tyron at the starting lineup there. So we were really thin, not having Jacob and or Emmanuel, and obviously Lodgy had been out 10 days. They did clear him today to play limited minutes, and Lodgy's a good player, but I felt he was obviously out of, he's not in basketball shape right now that he needs to be, and part of that he hasn't practiced in a while. So I keep going back to we just got to get healthy, and got another great opportunity tomorrow versus Alabama. Our guys fought, played hard, competed, did some great things defensively, and just had some opportunities where the shots didn't fall for us, and credit to Maryland on that. And we got to keep getting better and have another opportunity tomorrow.
Raise your hand for questions. I'll get a mic to you.
Josh, can you see your team's defense coming around these last couple of games, and more importantly in practice, the way they defended as well as they did tonight?
Yeah, I mean, we spent a lot of time on us defensively, and I felt that we've gotten better at it, and we really have. And I think we can be a really good defensive team once we get, kind of our main guys back as well too. So we'll continue to improve on that. But I thought defense wasn't the issue today. We had some chances. As you know, we just missed some great looks. We had some great wide open looks, and had a couple fast break opportunities and convert on, and that's just part of the game. And sometimes just a make and miss game. But defensively, we have gotten a lot better from where we started. We have really improved, and we just got to continue on that improvement as we move forward.
Did you play as fast offensively as you'd like?
Well, I don't think we played as fast as we would like. They, obviously there were some times there where they got into the press, which slowed us down a little bit, but we also had good pace. We also missed a lot of shots. We missed a lot of shots, and I thought we had some great looks. Credit to Maryland's defense, but we had some great looks that we just did not put the ball in the basket. And to this point, we haven't been a good 3-point shooting team. And if you had asked me that at the beginning of the season, I would tell you that would have been one of our strengths. And it hasn't been right now. I still believe in our shooting. It's going to happen. We just got to continue to gel and have great chemistry with each other, and play with each other more and get healthy. And that's what I keep saying. The more we play together, and hopefully by the time we get to conference play, we are healthy, and by that time I think we can be a really good basketball team.
Coach, the first time that UNLV has been in this tournament, how important is it for the team to do well with such a talented group of teams here?
Yeah, we want to do well because we want to do well because we want to win at the highest level, and that's important to us. And we just got to keep competing and staying after it. This is a great tournament. We're very honored and excited and enthused to be part of it. And got another great opportunity tomorrow night against the great Alabama team that's obviously going to be ready to go after a tough loss to Gonzaga.
Coach, I had 2 for you. One, you mentioned you just couldn't extend the lead at all. Were you getting the sense that it just wasn't going to be able to last and you just couldn't push it out?
Well, I knew because of our numbers and that when we had those opportunities, and we're up there, we just needed to extend it, to really maybe just to give us a real comfort. And what happened is they hit a couple threes. We missed some great looks, and it almost was like a 5 to 6 point swing because we missed a 3, or they'd either come down and hit a 2, or we missed a layup or a wide open shot, and they would come down and hit a 3, and those are big momentum shifters there. And then obviously, you know, we got hurt on the glass. Now the one thing in the zone, as good as the zone is, it does, and we were smaller playing the zone because of our numbers made us play too small. Right? We had no choice, so we were small in a lot of areas. But because of that, we got hurt on the glass, and we really haven't been hurt on the glass this year. Today, our lack of size showed up on the zone defense where they hurt us on the glass.
The other one was real quick, but are you not allowed to be frustrated at your players anymore? So that was the tech.
Yeah, I wasn't even talking to the official at all. I was mad at Kamani for fouling. We had him in a trap. So, and you guys know how much I'm on him about not fouling. So, yeah, I'll just leave it there.
Hey Coach, what's the next 24 hours going to look for you guys as you prepare for your first back-to-back of the season?
Yeah, well, we got to get back. I told the guys we got to really, really hydrate. We got to let this one go because we got to get ready to play tomorrow. And, you know, we'll meet at noon for a meal, have shoot around at 3:30, pregame meal at 5, and get on the bus at 7:15 and get ready to play at 9 o'clock versus Alabama. There's not a lot we can do right now. I mean, we're really banged up. You know, we don't have a lot of, you know, depth right now at certain spots, so we just guys got to hydrate and just be ready to go.
Coach, you mentioned a lot of missed opportunities that could have led to more scoring chances, but how did you feel about the overall ball movement of the team tonight?
Yeah, I thought we were, for the most part, we played unselfish. That wasn't the issue. I thought we moved the ball. I just thought there were some times where we had open looks, and they're just, you know, we had good shots and they weren't falling. And sometimes that can get a little demoralizing, you know what I mean? He's just, and you know, we got what we wanted in some areas, and when they're just not falling, and also we were lacking a little bit of a, you know, post presence in there at times, and so we were, you know, we needed to make some of those threes to give us some cushion, and it allowed Maryland to continue to pack it in, to not have to extend. Al Green made some threes late, but obviously it was a little bit, you know, later than. But you know, it kept us around. But we needed some in that stretch there, and whether it was in the first half, we could have maybe extended it, or even in the second half, we had some chances. We just, you know, it's a make and miss game, and we just didn't make the shots that were open tonight.
Coach, with Nas coming from Alabama, is there any insight from him into kind of Nate Oates and his team?
No, I mean, Nas is you know, it's really his freshman year. He obviously didn't play last year at Alabama, was a redshirt freshman, and the year before he was injured. So he's really been out for 2 years. And but, you know, I mean, there's not that much insight. You know, we have a good feel on Alabama, and I'm sure they have a good feel on us. We're just going to have to get out there and produce and hydrate and play our tails off and hopefully make some shots.
Coach, I know this was more just demoralizing, kind of just a silence. You got to be kidding me. But when you take a look at this game, you know, you're 3-3 going into tomorrow night. You know, what is some of the silver lining that you're trying to take out of this?
Well, look, we want to win the game. I mean, all I can tell you is we're going to be a good basketball team. I thought we've gotten better from where we started at the beginning of the year. We're obviously, it's a challenge for us right now because of our depth and, you know, the amount of injuries that we've dealt with. But I think as we continue to improve and continue to get better, we're going to be a good basketball team. We just got to get healthy and get together, and we'll continue to fight and improve. And our offense we have a good offense. We have good, talented guys. Once it all comes together and we start being a better shooting team and figuring a couple things like that out, it'll just open up everything else for us.
We'll take one more.
Coach, speaking of your shooting, you mentioned Al Green. What kind of confidence boost do you think he got hitting those threes late?
That was great. He hit some big threes late for us, and we needed that kind of open. You know, we need a floor spacer there. So hopefully that gives him really good confidence. I mean, we brought him in to be a really good shooter. He's been a good career three-point shooter, so hopefully he can continue that. I believe he can, and we need that for our spacing. Otherwise, teams will continue to pack that in. And we need to, you know, for our spacing, we need to open some things up by making some shots.
Thanks, Coach.
Okay, thanks everybody.